All right, well, hi again, everybody. Welcome back to Sportsman's Park in St. Louis here in 1949. We have the Athletics against the Browns. The Athletics 2 games out of first place, and as I've said all along, Philadelphia looks like they may end up doing a lot better in this replay than they have in real life. They have to get through APBA today. APBA for the Browns, 4.62 ERA and a 1-6 record. Browns at 21-30, Athletics at 30-22. And here's Elmer Valo, who takes the ball. What else does he do? 1-0, the count on Valo, and he's got 49 walks so far this season. Blast this over to right. Sievers, right center field. Sievers, the center fielder, goes kind of the wrong way for that, and Valo gets that one to go to the wall. It's an easy double for him, and that's how this one starts off. Here now is Eddie Juiced. Juiced has 60 walks already well, I'm not sure how many plate appearances, but it's definitely not quite half a season. And there's a ball inside, 1-0 to Eddie. As low, 2-0 now to Juiced. And that's away, 3-0. And what else is new? And the next pitch to him is high and inside. That'll be ball 4. And so Valo doubles, Juiced walks, and that brings up Ferris Fain. And boy, I mean, I don't know what to say if you're Al Papai. There's the pitch low and away, 1-0 the count. Bunt is on, back to Papai. He throws over to first. Pretty's covering in the bag. The runners move up, so the bunt is successful. It's bizarre to me that you bunt with Ferris Fain in this situation. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, but I look at this and I think your number 3 hitter is one of the best hitters on your team, and you're going to sacrifice him? Here comes Wally Moses. There's a ball high and inside, 1-0 on Wally, and that's a knuckler in the dirt, 2-0 the count. Papai is way off the plate with that. 3-0 now on Moses. The next pitch comes in, and there's that knuckler for a strike. Kind of hard to control that. Quick look at the weather here, and it's blowing out to left at 12 miles an hour. That might be part of the problem with this knuckleball for Papai. Line to the right side where the wind is not. Here comes Valo to score as Moses gets the base hit. The throw goes home, trying to catch Eddie Juiced. And the throw is offline. Juice scores. Moses goes to second. It's a 2-0 lead for the Athletics, and we haven't even sat down yet. 1 out, top of the first. 2-0 Philadelphia. Here's Sam Chapman, who takes a strike. There's a ball to him. 1-1 now the count, and there's a ball again, 2-1. Ground ball second base. Pretty scoops that up. Guns over to first just in time, but Moses moves to third. 2 away. Here comes Hank Majeski, and he takes the ball. Majeski hitting .274 with 5 home runs. Driven in 44, 2-0 the count. Only 219 at-bats, so he's been driving him in. There's a strike, 2-1. He had 67 RBIs in real life, but he's hitting a little bit different place in the order. 3-1 now the count on Majeski, and that's fouled away. It's a full count on Hank. There's a swing and a miss, and down he goes. So Papai gets the strikeout. That gets him out of the inning, but the damage has been done, definitely. It's a 2-0 lead for the Athletics already, and we are going to go here to the bottom of the first inning, and it's going to be Jerry Pretty up here leading off for the Browns, up against Alex Kellner. Kellner has a 2.61 ERA, and he throws a strike in there to Pretty. 6-3 is Alex's record, 82 2/3 pitched, 1-1 the count, and this is hit to left center field between Valo and Chapman, and that'll get to the wall. So Pretty going with the wind, and here comes Whitey Platt, runner on at second base. And the first pitch to Platt is a breaking ball that's high, 1-0 the count. This is popped up over third base side, but out of play. Hank took a look at that one. Majeski, that is, couldn't get that. So 1-1 the count. And there's a strike, 1-2 now on Whitey. That's high, 2-2 the count. That's up and away, full count now on Platt. Down and in, and so Kellner lost him, and that puts 2 on with nobody out, bottom of the first. Here comes Bob Dillinger. This might be one of those games as Bob fouls one away. Fouls another one away. It's 0-2 quickly. Ground ball to the middle of the diamond through Justin Fox for a base hit, and I think we're going to hold up with the runners. Nobody out. Bases loaded here for Dick Kokos. Bottom of the first inning. Kokos with 12 home runs this season, 31 driven in. See if he can add a couple more to that total, and he takes a strike from Kellner, 0-1. Here's a ball inside now, 1-1 the count. Deep to right center field, but it playable. Chapman, the center fielder, makes the catch, but 2 will score. Pretty and Platt both move up. It's a 2-1 lead for the Athletics now, and here comes Roy Sievers. Lots of offense already. Sievers is hitting .275 as he takes the ball, and then a strike, 1-1. Kokos close to home run, of course. This is line to right field. That's a base hit, lands in front of Moses. Base hit for Sievers will score 1. Dillinger goes to third, and just like that, it's a 2-2 ball game. Brand new ball game already. It just started. Up is Les Moss, hitting 281 as the catcher, and he takes a ball in the dirt, 1-0. Kellner not looking so good. This is fouled away, 1-1. Only one out, bottom of the first. Hit deep to right field. Moses back to the wall, about 350 feet away, makes the catch, but it's deep enough to score the runner. The lead now for the Browns, 3-2, and that'll bring up Jack Graham. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Graham, and there's a throwback to first. Seaver's not going anywhere. Graham with 11 home runs, takes a strike. 0-1 is the count. That's a fastball high. It's 1-1 on Jack. Outside edge, and in there for a strike, 1-2. Hook to right field, 4 base hit. Seavers will hold up at second. Graham keeps this inning alive, and that brings up the weak-hitting shortstop, John Sullivan. 3-2 the score with 2 on, 2 out here for the Browns. There's a ball to Sullivan. And another ball out, or strike outside. I'm sorry, they called that a strike. 1-1 the count. Ground ball third base, and that's between Majewski's legs. That's going to be an error on him. So Majewski doing a real poor job fielding that. Loads the bases here for the pitcher, APBA. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. We've gone all the way around. And there's a strike to Papai, 0-1. Smash just foul, 0-2 the count. Pop up out of play, remains 0-2. Ground ball down the first base line. Fain fields that, goes to the bag himself, and that does it for the Browns in the first, but not before they score 3. And you believe it, we're going to the bottom of, or the top of the second inning only, and it's a 3-2 ball game already. Here's Nellie Fox for the Athletics, and he takes a pitch low and away, 1-0. There's a knuckler for a strike, 1-1. Foul back. It's 1-2 on Nellie. Foul back again. Popped up, third base, Dillinger, not enough room. 1-2 remains. Fouled away, still 1-2 on Nelly. He fouls it away again, so he's spoiling a lot of pitches, and there's a ball low, 2-2. Hit over to left field, Platt's got that, 1 away. Joe Astruth comes up next. Takes a ball, and then hits one sinking to the left of Sullivan and through for a base hit over to left. That'll bring up Alex Kellner, the pitcher. Third hit of the game for the Athletics, and I think that we're probably going to have the infield in here for the pitcher. And there's a ball to Kellner, 1-0. Wide again, 2-0. That's fouled away, 2-1 the count. There's a bunt back, and Papai has it on to Sullivan at the bag at second base for the out. So the bunt fails, and Kellner now the runner on at first base with 2 outs. Here comes Elmer Valo. And he takes a strike. Wow, imagine throwing a strike to this guy. There's a ball high, 1-1. Ground ball to Pretty's right, but it's under his glove. It's a base hit. Kellner goes over to second, and here come the Athletics again. That brings up Eddie Juice. Juice has walked 61 times this season, and we're just getting started. He fouls one away, 0-1, and then takes a ball high, 1-1. Ground ball right side, Pretty, good play. Throws to first in time, and we go to the bottom of the second, 3-2 Browns. And up, of course, comes Jerry Pretty. This is what they say, as always, at the bottom of the second inning. When you make that great play in the field, as Pretty just did, you end up leading off the next inning. It's almost like he's anxious to get up. There's a ball to Jerry, 1-0 the count. And there's a ball low, 2-0. Line to left center field, and that's going to be past Valo all the way to the wall. Double for Pretty, and he was anxious. 2 for 2 now is Jerry. And that'll bring up Whitey Platt. Platt, I believe, walked last time up. He did. There's a ball to Whitey, 1-0. And this is hit deep to left field, and that baby's out of here. Whitey Platt with the home run makes this a 5-2 lead for the Browns. And I was prepared to talk all about these Athletics and how they're really pushing for the pennant, and that might not happen so quickly. Bob Dillinger up. It's still only June 11th. There is time, but this is looking bad. There's a ball to Bob. Hit deep to center. Chapman's got that for the out, and that's only the first out of the inning. Can you believe that? 5-2 now Browns, 2 runs in this inning, and here comes Dick Kokos who takes the ball. Inside again, 2-0 on Kokos, and that's high and outside, 3-0. There's the strike, it's 3-1 now on Dick, and ball 4 is called on him, and Kellner, not very happy about that, has given up his second walk of the game, 54th of the season. That'll bring up Royce Sievers, and it's probably time to hit and run with what this Athletics infield is like. Deep fly ball, left center field. It'll be the left fielder Valo going back on his horse and grabs that one, 2 away, and that'll bring up the catcher, Les Moss. And Moss takes the ball low. Runner still on first base. 1-1 now the count. 5-2 Browns. Lined over third base, foul ball, just foul. That looked close. 1-2. Fouled away again, remains 1-2. Way outside, 2-2. Breaking ball is low, so it's a full count now on Moss. Popped up, out of play. Full count remains. Chopped away, remains full. Up the middle, and juiced with the diving play on that one, and it rolls into center field. Kokos will stop at second. Brings up Jack Graham, 7th hit already for the Browns. We're only in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Here comes Graham. This is one of those games that usually I'll write to you guys about, and you're witnessing this, videoed. And there's a blooper over into left field, very shallow, and Juice, who's a great fielder, runs back and grabs that one for the out. And that does it for the bottom of the 2nd inning, but the Browns tack on 2 more. We go to the top of the 3rd, 5-2. Here comes Ferris Fain, who takes the ball. It's 1-0, and that's off the plate, 2-0. Line to center, but Sievers is there. 1 away. Wally Moses now, in the air, left field. Platt's got that, 2 away, and here comes Sam Chapman. Strike in there to Chapman, 0-1. There's a ball low, 1-1 the count. Down for another ball, it's 2-1. Fouled away, 2-2. And that's jam foul, third base line. 2-2 remains, and that's going to be high. Full count now on Chapman. Ground ball left side. Sullivan, good play on to first for the out, and that'll do it for that inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's 5-2 lead still for the Browns, and here comes John Sullivan, that shortstop. And he takes a strike. Sullivan reached last time on an error. Takes a ball high. 1-1 the count. That was that ball hit through Majewski's legs. 2-1 as there's a ball to him. Little fly ball left field. Vallow has that for the out, 1 away. APBA comes up and takes a strike, hitting 059. Ground ball over to 3rd. Majewski on to 1st, and that was too easy. 2 away, and here comes Jerry Pretty. It's a curve that didn't quite curve. It stays high on Pretty. It's 1-0, and there's a curve high again, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1 now the count. There's ball 3, so 3-1, and that's low and away, and Pretty is on at 1st. 3rd walk that Kellner's given up, and that'll bring up Whitey Platt. 1 hopper, and that gets past Majewski at 3rd. That's a base hit. Pretty will stop at 2nd with that ball right in front of him. So Pretty 2 for 2, Platt 2 for 2. Here comes Bob Dillinger, who's 1 for 2. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 3rd. 5-2 lead, and there's a strike to Dillinger, 0-1. That's away, 1-1. Hit deep to center, and Chapman has that for the out. And we will go to the top of the 4th inning. But the Browns continue to hold their lead 5-2. Here comes Hank Majewski, who takes the ball high. And that's wide, 2-0 on Majewski. Way outside, 3-0. And there's a strike, 3-1. Pop up, Graham, first baseman, has that right side, and grabs that for the out, 1 away. That brings up Nellie Fox, and Nellie takes a strike. It's 0-1. Then fouls 1 away. 0-2 the count. And there's the ball. Now it's 1-2. Ground ball to 2nd. Pretty has that. Throws over to first base for the out. 2 away, and that brings up Joe Astruth. And he'll take a ball low, 1-0, and that's outside. 2-0 on Astruth, and that's fouled away. 2-1. Pop up. Dillinger, the 3rd baseman, has that one for the out. And I don't know what happened to the bats. They somehow grew moths. They look like Swiss cheese now. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 5-2 Browns. It'll be Dick Kokos, who's walked once today. What did he do the last time up? 1-1 now the count on him. There's a strike. It's 1-2 on Kokos. And that's a low and away. 2-2. Hit deep to left. Off the wall. Over Vallow's head. That's a double for Kokos easily. Head number 9 for the Browns, and they've been hitting this all over the park. That'll bring up Royce Sievers. I'm looking over there at the Athletics bullpen and wondering how much longer they're going to keep Kellner in this ballgame. Sievers takes a strike. It's 0-1 on him. He's 1 for 2 today, and there is a ball. 1-1. Inside, 2-1 the count. High, ball 3, and he'll try to walk, and he gets ball 4 from Kellner. Alex has walked 4, and I tell you, it's going to be hard for the Athletics to do much if they keep giving up walks and base hits like this. Here comes Les Moss. There's nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. 5-2 Browns. There's a foul ball, and that's hit straight to right field, and that ends up over the head of Moses. That's going to be an extra base hit, at least for Moss. And Sievers tries to score and is thrown out of the plate. So Moss with an excellent recovery. Good throw to Astruth. and they get Sievers trying to score on that double by Moss. But the damage done already in this inning, 6-2 St. Louis. And here comes the new pitcher for Philadelphia. It'll be Bubba Harris. Only one out here, bottom of the fourth inning. And if you're managing the Athletics, that is, if you're playing that Connie Mack role, you hate to see this happen. The Athletics do not have much of a bullpen. They can't afford to do this. And it's not even the fifth inning. Jack Graham takes the ball wide, 1-0. Pop-up infield. Fain, the first baseman, has that for the out. And there's 2 away. And here comes John Sullivan. Takes a strike in the inside corner, 0-1. Off the plate to Sullivan, 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 on John. Deep to center, but not deep enough. Chapman's got that for the out. And we'll go to the top of the fifth inning now. It's a 6-2 lead here for St. Louis. It'll be Bubba Harris, the pitcher, leading this off. That's interesting. So they didn't do the double switch, and Papai throws a knuckle curve low. There's a fastball for a strike, 1-1. Low and inside to Bubba, 2-1, and there's a swing and a miss, chest-high fastball, 2-2. Bubba in real life, nothing against righties, and that's what Papai is. Fly ball to right field. Kokos has that, 1 away. Here comes Elmer Vallo. Knuckler strike to Vallo, 0-1, and so Papai can't control it when he wants to. There's a ball. That's fouled into Moss's glove. It's 1-2. He's got him set up. That's grounded up the middle past Sullivan for a base hit. That means that Elmer's 3 for 3, and that'll bring up Eddie Juice. Eddie's 0 for 1 in his walks. Ground ball to first. Graham over to Sullivan. Back to Graham, but not in time, so they only get 1. 2 away here now, top of the fifth. That'll bring up Ferris Fain with a runner on at first, and he takes the ball, 1-0. That's high. It'll be 2-0. High again, 3-0 the count, and there's ball 4 inside and low. So Papai has walked his second, 27th of the season. That'll bring up Wally Moses. Moses fouls one back. Papai 1-6 the record, but pitching better than that today. And there's a line drive at first base. Jack Graham jumps up and is able to make the play on that. He makes the catch for the out. And we go now to the bottom of the fifth inning. St. Louis in control. Here is Al Papai. Takes the ball outside, 1-0. And that's low, 2-0 the count. There's ball 3 to Al. It's 3-0. And there finally is a strike. 3-1 the count now on Papai. And there's another strike to the pitcher. So it's a full count. And there's ball 4. Harris having some control problems. And you walk the pitcher to lead off the bottom of the fifth. That's going to give your manager gray hairs. That's going to send him to an early grave. Up comes Jerry Pretty. Pretty takes a strike, 0-1. That's outside. 1-1 the count now on Jerry. High and outside, 2-0. Ground ball third base. Majeski over to Fox, on to Fain for the double play. So the Athletics turn another one. 2 away, and here comes Whitey Platt. 6-2 Browns. The ball low and outside to Platt. And a ground ball third base. Majeski has it over to first for the out. That'll do it for the fifth inning. And so we will go now to the top of the sixth inning. It's a 6-2 lead for St. Louis. And this brings up Sam Chapman for the Athletics. The ball outside by Papai, and then a strike. 1-1 the count. Athletics forced to go to their bullpen early. We'll see if this impacts them in the pennant race. 2-1 pitch is a knuckler for a strike, 2-2. Ripped over third base. Dillinger thought that was foul, decided not to play it, and it's in the corner in left field, and Chapman goes to second easily with the double. It's hit number 6 here for the Athletics. That'll bring up Hank Majeski. Majeski's 0 for 2 today and takes the ball. And hits this one over to short right field for a base hit. Around comes Chapman. Kokos will try to throw home. And he is out. Great throw to Moss, who held on despite Chapman's size and strength as he was totally pummeled. And so Moss holds on, and that's the play at the plate. There's 1 away now, and here comes Nully Fox. Still 6-2 St. Louis. Fly ball right center field. Kokos after that one, but won't get there in time. Majeski goes to third on the single by Fox. That brings up Joe Astruth, the catcher. 1 away is all. Runners on first and third. There's a strike to Astruth. And a foul ball. It's 0-2, just like that. Ground ball back to the mound. Papai over to, who was that? Let's take a look at that again. Yeah, over to Pretty, and then on to Graham at first for the double play. And so the Browns turn it. We go now to the bottom of the sixth inning. And it's a 6-2 lead for St. Louis. This will bring up Bob Dillinger. Dillinger today, 1 for 3, make that 2 for 4. That's hit over to right field where they ain't, and that's a single. That'll bring up Dick Kokos. So the Browns now with 11 hits in this game, taking full advantage of that wind. Throw to first, Dillinger's back, and there is a ball high. 1-0 to Kokos. That's fouled away. It's 1-1. Throw back to first, Dillinger's back. High, 2-1. Throw to first again, nothing happening. Fouled away. It's 2-2 on Kokos. That's low. Full count now on Dick. Ground ball over to Juiced on to Fox for 1, over to Fane for the double play. And the Athletics pull one again. You got to hit and run to stay out of that. 2 away, and here comes Roy Sievers. Hit deep to center. Chapman going back, and he makes that one in the end for that catch in the end for the out, and that ends the inning. We go now to the top of the 7th inning. It is still 6-2 Browns. And this will bring up Bubba Harris, the pitcher for Philadelphia, who will hit for himself as he takes a strike. There's another strike down the middle, 0-2. Ball away, 1-2. So Harris, your second starting pitcher, basically, hits a ground ball to Sullivan. The shortstop throws to first. There's one away. Elmer Vallo now. It's one deep to right, and Kokos has that for the out. And that's the first out that Vallo has made today. He's now 3 for 4. 2 away, here comes Eddie Juiced. Juiced swings, hits one to right, and it's going to be Kokos again. And that was a fast half inning. That's not what you want to see if you're rooting for the Athletics. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning now. Here comes Les Moss. Rooting for the Athletics, by the way, I've got to ask you where you are located, because they haven't been in Philadelphia for a long time. Haven't been in Kansas City for a long time. Moss hits a ground ball back to Harris, who throws to first for the out. 1 away. Here comes Jack Graham. They're leaving Oakland. I guess they're going to Las Vegas. Maybe that's where you're going next if you're cheering for them. Ball outside to Graham, and that's outside again. 2-0 the count. And that's ball 3, sends him sprawling backwards. He'll take this pitch. There's a strike. 3-1 now the count. And it's a hit over to center. Chapman's got that. 2 away. Up comes John Sullivan. Sullivan 0 for 3, takes a ball away inside, and that's another one inside. 2-0. That's high. 3-0 the count. There's ball 4. Harris really falling apart. So with 2 outs, it'll be APBA coming up. He hits for himself and swings and misses at a pitch outside, and then fouls one away. Is 0-2. Throw back to first. Sullivan's not going anywhere. And that's low. 1-2 the count. Fly ball to center. Chapman's got that for the out. And that does it for the 7th inning. And so we will go now to the top of the 8th inning. It remains a 6-2 lead for the Browns. Here comes Ferris Fane. Popeye still in there. Throws him a strike. 0-1. Fouled away. It's 0-2. That's low and outside. 1-2. Popped up, foul ground. Graham, Pretty, both going after that one right side, but it's in the seats. 1-2. Sportsman's Park, small ballpark, and Fane goes for strike 3. 1 away. Here comes Wally Moses. There's no play on that foul ball because it's so small. It doesn't matter in the end. 1-1 now the count on Moses as he fouls one back. Fouled off his foot. It's 1-2. Low and outside. 2-2 the count. Swing and foul tip, but Moss can't hold on. Remains 2-2, and that's up and in, so it's a full count now on Wally. Foul back again. Hit deep to right, and that is in the corner. Kokos has to go dig it out. Moses all the way over to second base with the double. That'll bring up Sam Chapman now. 1 away, top of the 8th inning, 6-2 Browns. There's a swing and a miss by Chapman, 0-1. See how long Popeye can hold on. There's a ball, 1-1 the count. Hit on a line to third base. Great play by Dillinger. He grabbed that one before it hit grass. 2 away, and that'll bring up Majeski. 9 hits for the Athletics, but they haven't been spaced very well. 1-1 the count now on Hank. Outside for a ball, 2-1, and there's ball 3 to Majeski. 3-1 pitch. And there's a strike call, was late. Full count now on Hank. Loop to short left field. That's a base hit. Platt grabs that one. Moses not daring to try to score. Runners on the corners, though, now for Nellie Fox. Fox is hitting only .299 this season. He has 9 men driven in as he takes a ball. Hit foul outside at first. 1-1 the count on Nellie. And there's a ball, 2-1. Bouncer off the mound. Sullivan has that. Shortstop throws to first for the out, and that does that. So we go now to the bottom of the 8th inning. It remains a 6-2 lead for St. Louis. Here, once again, is Jerry Pretty, who's 2 for 3. Little ground ball to first base, and Fane going down to get that one, kicks it on accident. That's going to be an error. Second on the game for the Athletics. That puts Pretty on at first. Here comes Whitey Platt. It's time to run. Foul ball 0-1 on Platt. Fouled away again. It's 0-2. Fouled away once again. Fouled away again. Bubba Harris has pitched now 3 2/3. Must be tired. Fouled away again. 47 pitches now for Harris. Fouled away. That's 48. Fouled away again. They're really making him work. Pop up. Vallo, the left fielder, ends up grabbing that one shallow. 1 away. Here comes Bob Dillinger. Runner still on at first base. There's a strike to him by Harris. It's 0-1. Foul ball once again. 0-2. Pop fly shallow center. Chapman coming hard, and he makes the catch for the out. Pretty was running on that. Had to go back to the bag. So 2 away. Here now is Dick Kokos. Ground ball to Juice. Shovels that over to Fox, and we go to the top of the 9th inning. So the Athletics have had their chances here, but they haven't made them pay. Up is Joe Astruth. It's going to be the bottom of the order for Philadelphia as Joe takes a ball, and another ball low, 2-0. There is a strike, 2-1 the count. Low for ball 3, 3-1. That was close. Swing and a miss is a full count on Joe. Fouled away. Count remains full. Fouled away again. Papai really working now. And there's strike 3 knuckler. Joe swings and misses at that one. 1 away. Third strikeout of the game for Papai, who doesn't strike out a whole lot of them. 1 away. Here comes Bubba Harris, and this is the last chance. Harris hitting for himself. Fouls 1 away. That's a little bizarre. Looking here at their bench, why don't you put Suter in? Why don't you put Taffy Wright in? Why do you let the pitcher hit for himself? Bizarre decision. Ground ball foul to the right side, 0-2. Hit to the left field alley, and that's a double for Harris. So, boy, I get egg on my face. The relief pitcher with the double, he's now 1 for 3. 6-2 Browns it remains. Here comes Elmer Vallo. There's a ball high and away, 1-0 the count. Hit deep to center. Severs can't get to that. That's off the top of the wall, and Vallo has a 3-bagger. Throw to third was not in time, and that makes it 6-3. Here comes Eddie Juiced. There's a knuckler again, 0-1 on Eddie, and that's fouled away. It's 0-2. Drive to right center field, but Juice didn't get enough of that one. Kokos goes back and grabs it for the out. That's deep enough for Vallo to score easily. That makes it a 6-4 ball game. There's 2 away now, and here comes Ferris Fame. There's a ball inside to Ferris, 1-0. Way inside, 2-0. High and outside, 3-0 the count. There's the strike, 3-1. High and inside for ball 4, and so that brings up Moses as a potential tying run. Papai has thrown 148, but he's a knuckleball pitcher. I like the sound of that. We'll keep him in for the time being. He can't lose it here at least. There's a ball to Moses, and a ball outside, 2-0. Fouled away, it's 2-1. Popped up, out of play, 2-2 on Wally. That's slowly bounced to the right side, 2-2. There's a fly ball to right field. Kokos has a beat on that one, and he's got it for the out. And so the Athletics put up a valiant fight, but come on the short side of this one, 6-4, the Browns with the victory. That ends the Athletics winning streak at 4, by the way. St. Louis is nowhere near contention for the pennant race. The Athletics now 2.5 behind the Red Sox, and this one might end up costing them in the long run. We'll see what happens. I mean, you never know, and it is early, but they need to be winning games like this against teams like the Browns. Final score again, 6-4. Browns have 11 hits, no errors. The Athletics with 12 hits, 2 errors, and still managed to lose by 2. I'll talk with you again tomorrow. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.